Check this out. Isn't that pretty? That's a pretty little plant. It's putting out little stringers. So it wants to vine, and it wants to put out little flowery bud things here and there, and down in there. So it will eventually. Got a tomato popping up right there. Little tomato plant. Let me see what else I can spot in here. This strawberry? No. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Those strawberries are quite elusive. And then that little, I think that's cantaloupe there. There's other little seeds in here that will probably sprout. I don't really see much of anything else that's, of course, probably tons of little weeds and things in there too. But that's just the way it is. Now that compost pile over there, my newer one, you can tell how it's been scraped away and moved and extra stuff put on top too. I don't know, the animals, there've been a couple of big dogs coming around too, and I think they might be the culprits. And but I'm just going to keep adding to it as I go, and kind of putting it all back together. It's good to have the compost turned, but I don't know. I think if the critters keep coming out here and messing with it, like big dogs, then they'll definitely be messing with the cats, and don't want that. You know, those big dogs that come around, they're not bad dogs. Oh, there's a cricket. Cricket. Anyway, they're not bad dogs. They're just annoying. I don't want a dog rubbing up on me, especially if it's not my dog. Don't know where it's been. You know, it could have been out and running around the fields in poison ivy for all I know. And then coming back to coming over here to rub on me, or my grandson, or whatever. Certainly don't want them coming around and messing with us. I don't have dogs for a reason, and that reason is I don't like stepping in dog crap. And when we have dogs around, then the turkey don't come around, the deer don't come around, other animals don't come around. You know, having a dog would be a good deterrent to keep the coyotes and the foxes away, which would be a good thing. All right, we got compost that we've been saving from in the house. Okay. Ew, okay. They say it keeps the little gnats and flies out, but it don't. And this is what attracts the animals. Stuff like this. Stuff like that. They smell it from like miles and miles away. You know how animals are. They smell everything. They've got such good smelling ability. They'll come around and get this. I'll wash that out in the house. Yeah, I'll just rinse that out and start from afresh. But every time I put it out here, I cover it up, and then other animals come and uncover it and mess with it. I don't know what's being eaten. Some animals are just so hungry they'll eat that, but I don't know. I don't like the smell of dog crap either. I'm sitting there smelling around out here. I'm like, what am I smelling? I mean, Let me get my little scooper duper thing here. Alright, let's set the phone up so I can go over there and scrape that stuff around. Oh, I'm gonna knock my phone off. Alright, there. Alright. I dropped my phone in the weeds. I tell you, me and my phone just don't get along sometimes. Alright. I guess that'll work. Gotta pile it back up. Whew, man. I can tell the stuff's doing what it's supposed to do. I can tell from the smell. Kind of got that mildewy, moldy. That's a kind of a moldy, mildewy. Yeah, I won't get that all over me. What's underneath is definitely moldy and mildewy. I don't know if you can see the difference. I'll show you the difference here in just a minute. All right. You put that back over here. I'm gonna go show you the difference. So that right there is like relatively new. That right there came from underneath. You can see the difference in there, how it looks gray. Part of it kind of has a yellowy green look, and part of it has a grayish look to it. That's the mold and stuff breaking down the all of the organic material. And that's what we want, a compost pile. So I scraped it back up, and it looks like a good sized pile there, doesn't it? So I'll come out here tomorrow morning, and this will be spread around again because the animals come out here and dig through it. And they're not digging through this one. They only dig through the ones that has the newer kitchen scraps, I guess you could say. But I don't know. If this thing happens to die back, then I'll probably take both of these piles and just make one big pile and then let it continue to compost. But we'll see how that goes. Alright. Wish me luck on my gardens. And my compost too.